Hello everyone, I am Renata from the eSpot, and in this video I will be doing the 30-day Eurovision 2023 challenge from user ESC Shane. This had been making its way around social media. Hi Cookie, ruining another one of my videos. Thank you very much. I'm sure everyone's happy to see you actually. That's the real star. So ESC Shane put out this challenge. I had attempted to do it, but I'm really bad at doing things every day. So I decided that I'm going to do the whole thing straight through. And I actually just saw a video that ESC Scott had done where he went through and he just did the whole thing and gave all of his answers. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to copy ESC Scott. And actually, if you don't already follow ESC Scott, you should go and follow him. He will be at Eurovision and he's got a press pass. So you can get all kinds of great content out of him. He makes a lot of great reaction videos. So check him out. Let's get started and let's run through the 30-day challenge. So day one is your favorite Eurovision 2023 entry. This one's a no-brainer for me. It is Cha 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 for Finland. I just love this song, loved it from the moment I heard it, and would really love to see this one win. Day two, least favorite Eurovision 2023 entry. I'm going to say, people are going to hate this right out of the gate. I'm going to get a million thumbs downs. Israel. I just can't get into this song. It was so overproduced and so packaged to be a performance that it's not good to listen to. It's not a nice song to listen to. And this is about songs that I actually want to listen to. And this just is not one of them. Day three, most underrated Eurovision 2023 entry. I actually think that this would be Albania. I think the song is really great. It's got this interesting energy with it being like a family dynamic. And when I saw the performance that they did in Israel, it was obvious that they thrive on a crowd and the crowd loved them. And I don't know, when I saw that, I was like, I think nobody's really talking about the song, but they should, because I could see people really, really loving this. Day four, most overrated Eurovision 2023 entry. I gotta say, Czechia. From the moment it came out, the hype train was so serious. And I wanted to like it, and I saw all the hype about it, and it kind of put my expectations really high, and then it just didn't meet it. It's another song that I just feel like it's not something I want to listen to. And everyone has this really, really high, and I'm just like, wow, I'm totally opposite. So I would say that's the most overrated. Day five, ESC entry, personal to you. For this one, I'm going to say Latvia, Aya. It reminds me of my dad, who passed away a few years ago, because he was the one who would sing me lullabies. There was one that was that he would sing, which is very close to Aya. And that's a very personal song for me. And for that reason, I really can't listen to it a lot because I just I cry. I become a mess whenever I hear that song. Day six, entry you dance to. So for this one, I had to say Belgium, because this is like a classic, 90s dance track. And that's just totally hits the mark for me. Okay, so the next question is the entry that you cry to. I already said it's Latvia, Aya. I really have a hard time making it through that song without crying. The only time I think I've done so is when I've been doing chores or something and wasn't really paying attention. Okay, so day eight, the entry that describes Eurovision 2023 for me. I think that would be a tie between Sweden and Finland. I feel like the song from Sweden really, those two exemplify ESC at a crossroads, where you have this really tight package in Sweden's song that's very radio friendly, very classic. Obviously, it's sung by a prior Eurovision winner. It's fully in English. Then you have Karja, who has a totally out there song, and it follows this trend of the past few years where more artists are coming with a song that they wrote themselves, with a song that really represents them as an artist because they created it from start to finish without much input from other people. That authenticity factor, which is so high with Cha Cha Cha. And also that it is sung in a native language. That's another kind of trend that we've seen over the past few years is, your native language song tends to do a lot better, especially in the televote, because again, I think it's that authenticity that people feel. Hair in my mouth. Day 9, Best Male Vocal of 2023. I actually have Belgium for this one. His vocals have been so consistent, and I think that's really important. And we know that he actually can sing because he's been at Eurovision twice before. I'd say a runner-up for this would probably be Marco Mangione from Italy for the same reason. I just don't expect either of them to falter when it comes down to the big day. Day 10, Best Female Vocal. For this one, I have Spain, Blanca Paloma. I think her vocals are just out of this world. She's done so many different versions of that song now. She's nailed it every single time. I don't think she knows how to not hit a note. So I would say she's probably the best female vocal. Day 11, A Country That Surprised You. So the country that surprised me this year was actually Azerbaijan. They tend to send like songs written by people from other countries, specifically from Sweden, these kind of like tight pop packages. But now they went with something totally different. It's written by Azeris. It is sung in English, but it's also kind of like two kind of like normal looking guys, whereas in previous years they've gone for like superstar looking people. So just like really like they kind of like went back to like their roots a little bit here and gave us something just like a little bit more natural and um less curated, I guess you could say. And I really like that. I'm happy for Azerbaijan to do something different from what they've done in the past. Okay. A country that disappointed me. Well, hurts. This one hurts to say, but Poland. Poland disappointed me big time this year. My background is Polish. I lived in Poland. That's where I got my love for Eurovision, was in Poland. I want Poland to do good every year. I always want them to do well. Their network totally screwed it up this year. This is not the strongest song. It's not the strongest performer. They had better options in their national final, which was a disgrace. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Which brings me to my favorite national final entry, which was from Poland, actually. Booty by Elena. Definitely hands down my favorite national final entry. That song is just fabulous. I listen to it all the time. Like I'll listen to it on repeat. I like to put it on first thing in the morning when I get in my car to drive to work. I don't know, it just puts me in a good mood. I love that song. It totally should have gone to Eurovision. It would have tore up the pre-parties. I just know it. So day 14, your ESC 2023 guilty pleasure. This is going to be Denmark. It is just such an overly sweet bubblegum pop song, but I love every second of it. Liked it the first time I heard it. It gets stuck in my head. I listen to it all the time. It's great. It's great. It's not like the best song in the world, but I really enjoy it. And I would say that that has to be my guilty pleasure for this year. Okay, so day 15, favorite band or duo. This one is easy for me. It's gotta be Peaked Jacks from San Marino. When the song first came out, there was like zero hype for it. Then I listened to it and I'm like, this is totally a fine song. And I just started, looking into their other music and I realized like actually they're a great band. They've got a ton of music. They've done tours in the United States. They've been through a few different lineups. So when you go back into their back catalog, they've got the different albums have different feels to their music, so it's been interesting to like go back and learn about the band. I got to talk to the singer E King. He was great. The guys have had a great energy on the pre-party circuit. So yeah, I've got to say they're my favorites for as far as bands are concerned. Really great. Cannot wait to see what they do next. Really, really hope to see them play live. Well, I will see them play live because I'm going to Eurovision, but just that one song. But I would love to see them in concert. They're definitely on my list now. Okay, next day. 2023 entry with the best lyrics. This is going to be controversial, but I have to say the United Kingdom. I think I wrote a song is just because I wrote a song, the lyrics for that song are so good for the type of song that it is. Like there's other songs that you could say maybe have also really amazing lyrics. But I think for a pop song, for like a female centered pop song, the lyrics are just amazing. It makes me like feel good. Like I'm not even going through a breakup, but it's just like, yeah, like it's just no, it's just so good. It like puts you in that mindset of being like, you know what? It's over. And instead of being crazy, I'm going to write a song. And I also like the idea of it being writing a song. I won't call myself a songwriter, but I enjoy writing songs. I took part in this thing called Eurovision, which is like a fan contest where people represent like a country and they write their own songs, and it happens every month. You can join Eurovision. And write your own songs. And I don't know, when I was participating, it felt like a nice way. Like I would just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'd be in a mood one day and it wouldn't be like a totally lasting mood, or I'd think about a mood from a previous time in my life. And then, just write a song about it. It didn't have to be a great song or the best song, but just a way to get the energy out. So I think I really identify also with the idea of writing a song. Okay, day 17, an entry that makes you happy. This one's got to be Austria. This song makes me really happy. Just po 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 po. I don't know. It just feels really fun to sing along to. Also, I happen to live in the state of Maryland, not far from the city of Baltimore, which is where Edgar Allan Poe is from. There's like an Edgar Allan Poe house there and everything. If it wasn't so close to Eurovision, I'd probably try to get myself up to the Poe Museum and do their little dance at the Poe Museum. But maybe I'll do that at some point over the summer after Eurovision happens. And I've got a good feeling about the song. It could win, be a huge hit. So I think the video can wait. But I do love this song. It does put me in a really great mood, and I really hope it does well. Next entry, day 18, entry that inspires you. Okay, I put down Iceland for this one. I don't know. It's just, it's supposed to inspire you. It's about like your power, and just like pumps you up. And it does pump me up and makes me feel good. So I would say, yeah, Power by Delio. Day 19, the biggest grower of ESC 2023, Croatia. When I first saw the Croatia song, I'm like, what is this? Like, what in tarnation is this? And then I listened to the audio and was like, oh, I actually really like this a lot. And then I like kind of got it on like repeat, and now I'm really obsessed with it. And I love following the social media of the guys from Let 3. I think they probably got one of the best social media presences. They're really wacky and weird, and I really like wacky and weird. So yeah, I would love to see that one actually make it to the final. If you would have asked me when I first saw it, I would like, I don't care if I ever hear it again. But yeah, that would definitely be the biggest grower. Okay, day 20, favorite Nordic entry. Okay, day 20, favorite Nordic entry. Obviously, it's got to be Finland. It's my favorite overall, and it's a Nordic country, so Finland. Day 21, favorite Balkan entry will have to be Serbia. It's like dark and moody. I really love to sleep. I like the Dolly reference with the lobster phone. And I think Luke Black just seems like a really cool person too. Like I would really love to like kick it with Luke Black for like 20 minutes. It'd be so cool to chill with him. He just seems, I don't know. He seems like someone that I'd be friends with. Just saying, Luke, call me. Okay, 22. Favorite Eastern entry. So I've got Ukraine for this one. I actually had this as my second place in Vidvier. My first place was Dovbush by Finca. So I was not upset that this one got picked at all. I was happy about it. Um, they just put out like a remix version of it, and if that remix version was their Eurovision version, it would probably be within my top 3 because the remix was sick. It was part of the like a little bit more thing. Go watch it if you haven't already. Uh, Favorite Western. This one's Austria. Like I said, it just puts me in a good mood. Best day 24. Favorite national final, Finland. I loved pretty much every song out of Finland. There was only one that I didn't really love, and that's because it was a ballad. Nothing wrong with the song, just not my type of music. But yeah, loved it. I started learning Finnish. I've done Finnish lessons on Duolingo every single day because next year I really want to go to UMK and see their show live because they're doing an amazing job. J25. My winner, Finland. Cha Cha Cha, just love it. Can't get enough of it. Day 26, my runner up of 2023. Oh, wait, day 25, that was actually winner for 2022. I totally screwed that up. Winner for 2022 was Moldova. Loved that song. Love Stop She's Do. The brothers Advahov were also great. That one was just amazing. It was everything that I love. So that was definitely my easy pick for winner for 2022. And then day 23 is actually your favorite, or day 26 is your runner up of ESC 2023. So my winner is Finland, but my runner up is actually San Marino. And I'm sure that's super controversial, but I realized like I'd done, one of those statistics things for my Spotify account. And like an Animal, it's actually my second most listened to song after Cha Cha Cha. So if I'm basing this off of which song do I want to listen to the most, which is generally how I do my rankings, obviously that has to be number 2, right? It's so San Marino is my runner up for this year. In fact, now that I've kind of figured that out, I should go and update that on my Eurovision scoreboard so that they can get a little bit more points up in their ranking. Day 27, entry that describes you. I put Finland. Yeah, Finland, because it's just like the type of music that I'm into. Like it's very chaotic, it's loud, it's fast. Um, it has like an interesting message too. It has a great visual package. I don't know, everything about the aesthetic and the sound, and his attitude. It's just, I love it. I love all of it. And I would say that that one definitely hits so many points of what I like and what my own personality is as well. So Finland. And day 28 is, what is day? There we go. Day 28 is my favorite ESC winner of, so that means like of all time. So that one is Wild Dances by Ruslana. It was my first Eurovision in 2024. I watched in Poland and was like, "Oh, what the heck is this show?" I was just like in the hotel room, like on the TV, trying to find something to watch, and it's like, "Oh, cool music!" And then all these phone numbers on the screen. I didn't understand what was going on, and it was just like such a great show. And then I found out what it was because in subsequent years on vacation with my family, I was like, "Oh, it's that thing again, the thing on the with the songs and the phone numbers. Oh, that's cool." And now look, here I am many years later doing this. So yeah, Wild Dances. Day 29, most streamed entry. I already kind of said this before. Finland, Cha 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 is my most streamed entry. And day 30, who do you think will win ESC? I think Austria's winning. I think that they're going to get just enough in the jury votes and they're going to get just enough in the televote. So, like, my kind of expectation right now is that Loreen is going to win the jury. Garia's gonna win the televote. Austria's gonna come like second in both of those things, and then that's gonna be the winner. And then I think Spain is gonna be the fourth place mixed in there somewhere. That's my expectation. So yeah, that was my 30-day challenge. Thank you to ESC Shane for putting this together. It was really fun to sort through my favorites and think about all the other songs and what they're stacked up against. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any of the same as me. And definitely, like I said, subscribe, follow on social media at eSpotPod, and stay tuned for lots of great Eurovision content on the ground because I will be in Liverpool. Bye-bye.